Hi folks, back to oil. Now this is a bit revolutionary, or a little bit revolutionary, painting the ground black, ground meaning the surface of the support being the piece of watercolour paper that I'm working on. Do you ever get problems in opening these bottles with the push tops? I do. I couldn't open this one, so I prise the black bit off with a bodkin, get it underneath, and then force it off. And then this one just undoes normally. So as long as you do it up, and if it gets a bit stuck there, because this is a drying oil, fast drying linseed oil, £6, £7, robbery. I use a wrench to put around the top and undo. So here we are. I've got some linseed oil. I've just mixed some of that fast drying oil in with the linseed oil. Alright, so we get rid of that. I'm going to do knife painting and a brush and knife painting. Right. Now I want to do another scene, another water scene, seascape. Okay, and then we'll have a bit of land coming up there, and another bit here. Something like that. Bit of a jaggedy rock that you see in Cornwall. Something like that. A little one here, maybe. Right. Okay. So that's the. Okay, so we've got a design here. Okay, I'm going to do the sky with the brush and possibly some of the foreground. The tide, well, we'll have that coming up here, and then with a bit of white ripples going here and there. We'll see how we go. I'm going to cover it all up now with a brush. Let's find some brushes. Okay, there's a nice clean brush. I clean them out with washing up liquid. So let's. Oh, I didn't clean this one very well, did I? So a much cooler day today at the moment. It's going to warm up, but I've got the window open, so if you hear dogs barking and chainsaws going, people having trees lopped, I'll close it. Okay, so sort of sky. So a bit of Payne's grey. So what we've got: cadmium red, ultramarine, red ochre, Payne's grey, cadmium yellow pale, and the yellow ochre here. So now this isn't going to show really yet, but we'll get a bit of a stormy colour over there. There's quite a bit of knife painting if I do that first. So this is primed with a bit of some PVA glue and some PVA acrylic paints, just to seal it, because if you don't seal these things, you'll find when it dries, some of it will go a bit patchy, then you'll have to varnish it with a retouch varnish, which I've also got on order. Okay, so that's a nice, take off any loose, loose loose hairs. Sorry, I should put my pinny on, shouldn't I, really, because I'm a bit messy painter. So hold on. Let's get my pinny. Apron. If anybody's interested, all my paintings are up for sale. A good price guide would be Etsy. Well, I've got about 70 or 80 paintings there. And if you like something, you can negotiate. But on Etsy, I've had to add a £10 surcharge on all the paintings going abroad because it's so prohibitive. So much out of the price that I charge for tracking that I've had to do that. I prefer. So when the paintings are tracked, that will add to the cost. Now, if you want a dark horizon, you need to make the sea light. If you want a light horizon, then you have to make the sea dark. You've got to get this counter change right. Right, okay, so let's put in a bit of background. So we need to decide on the sky first. So we want some bit of stuff shining through. So you get this lovely contrast with the tone. Look, so that really sings with the counter change there. Because it's dark, it shows up much better. So very important, the counter change. Let's have part of we can have a bit of each really. Put the lights top of the sea, horizon of the sea, put that under the darkest bit of the cloud. Right, okay, so there we are. Or we can just put a little bit in there. And let's have light over that. I want dark on that. Right, let's get some dark back in there now. Red and Payne's grey, just to add a bit of colour. silence. That's me concentrating. Oh, something's happening. Okay. I like the ochre and the red. Right, now we're getting a bit of land. I'll do that with the knife. Now we've done this sort of sky. Oops, sorry if I bashed the okay, well, that we can always go back to that. Right, let's get on with the knife now. Right, okay, so a bit of bluey stuff. Right, now the a light colour, a light sandy colour, catching a bit of that light. So a bit of red, bit of ochre, bit of white, a bit more red in there. So we're a little bit of dark in here. Keep it nice and light. Sorry if my napper's in the way. Picking up a bit of that mauvey colour. We only want the light on the top. Slightly blue. So a bit of light green. Right, now I'm on the knife. I'm going to use some paper towel and wipe the knife with that. Otherwise, I'm wiping it on my new towel and it's, well, not very good. Oh, where's my other knife gone? Let's move on. Not sure I like that yet. Right, a bit of dark on there. And some light just going on there. To get a bit of counter change. Darker behind there. Maybe I need to go up a bit higher there because I've got that dark bit there that is not really justified. So so let's get that up there. Oh, that's some bright green on the top of that. Lost it there, but let's make that much darker there, I think. Getting bogged down there. Clean that off there. Darken some of that a little bit. Right, now we'll come in with some Put the rocks on. I'm going to come and show me window. It's a bit blowy. Remember tone and texture all the time. Light against dark, and all the shades in between. Another one. It's got a dark green, red, blue, bit of Payne's grey. Okay. Whew. Now this paper is quite, you can see it's quite oily, rough surface. Got to fill that with some paint. I've learned that if you put in the some white and yellow ochre in your water, it looks like the shallowness of the beach. Try and fill the holes. Bit of lighter bluey colour. Yeah. You're going to hurt my wrist now. So I'm sure it's arthritis. It's very painful doing it by and holding a pen. I can hold a brush okay, but it just sort of starts to ache. Okay, keep going. So I'm sort of reflecting the sky in the sea, in the shallowness of the sea here. Right, let's complete these cliffs here now. Just mix a few of the darker colours. Right, we've got this coming down here now, so let's get some red. Now I know some of the Cornish rocks are got all sorts of reddy ochres. A bit of foliage sort of coming down into this. Use a lot of paper up, so make sure you've got a load. I've got another big roll ready to go. That red ochre is a great mixer with a Payne's grey, so you get a warm red, but it's all about separating these planes. I want some dark mauve in there. See the counter change? You've got to look out for that all the time. Where you've got a mid-tone against a mid-tone, you either make one lighter or one darker. Look, so that it stands out from the bit behind. We can have a really nice light bit on there. Got some light mauves and going to Cornwall with her family. Got a big house we've hired. get the reds in here, because the red will come forward. And I want to get some dark behind where or some light behind my rocks where I'm going to put in the dark rocks that have fallen down. So I'll use that red ochre. Right, leave that a minute, let's go on here. So some sort of grey rocks with a bit of red in. Get some darkish greens on these rocks here. Get some shadowy colours underneath. Right, let's get a bit of that sea around there now. I'm still struggling with this rock. Try to get these strata in here. Now we've got to darken the ochre around that rock. Put that there. Then we'll put in the ochre behind here. Be careful when you pull your knife through your paper, your finger could be in the way and you'll slice it. Because these knives get very, very sharp after a few years. Now there's quite a bit of dark shadow in here. Okay, that's quite hard to counter change that. Right, let's get these dark rocks in here. I'm very conscious of the time, because if for 55 minutes to an hour my camcorder will set off another video, and the last thing I want to do is to have to edit the thing, because it takes ages. Let's get some grasses coming down in the cracks and crevices. Right, let's get that dark shadow in the ochre. Now I'm not copying anything here, I'm just working from memory. Uh, 42 minutes, I have plenty of time. Got to put a bit more detail in this rock here. Let's try and show that by shadow. Bit of a rock pool there. It's hard to show that because it's only reflecting dark. That's alright. Not a very convincing rock, is it? Let's get some light on it. I hope it doesn't fall down. Try to fill these holes. Right, let's get some seaweedy stuff. Right, okay. Right, I don't think there's much more I can do with that now. I'll put a mount on it, have a look. Let's take these off, get a bit of, oh, I won't take any tape there. That should take a bit of tape so it doesn't fall down. Alright, let's careful Davey. Right, now then, the painting's too high now. It's a bit of a problem, that is. Just bring it down a bit. You bring that down to there, we should be able to get the mount on. Let's just put that on the bottom. That should just hold it up. Okay, clean with my fingers, put the mount on. Take them off. quite a big rock that, oops. Tell you what, oh, right, okay, think again. Yeah, I drop things, fall out of my fingers. I was just thinking that my horizon's going uphill. So, look. Well, I'll sort that out. I'll stick the mount on and take a photograph of it. Out of the mount. Oh, there we are. That's let's get this higher. There will be a photograph of this on my Facebook channel. So we've got a nice bit of light coming through there from that break in the storm or whatever. Maybe we could just add just a little bit of light on that water, more light. So let's mix a bit of white, bit of red, bit of ochre. Right, I'm going to leave that before I ruin it. Okay folks, I hope you like it. I'll get it uploaded onto YouTube, and we got folk in for dinner today, so we be getting ready for that. And so that's it for today. I hope you like it. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.